Hi, welcome back to Lovin Sheila Shorts. I think we're at episode 7. I want to get right back to this and make it as quick as possible. I was thinking a lot about my pursuit and my pursuit just to be a better person, to get away from my toxic traits, the things that I feel like have hindered me, slowed me down, or made me less progressive in my evolution. My tendency to want what I want when I want it. Last week I talked about needs and wants, and for wants, it's very emotional. It's very personal because we just want it, and there's very few ways to satisfy it. And so sometimes we have to realize that immediate gratification is not always the best thing for us. For me, it's like like I said, I want what I want when I want it, and I want immediate gratification. But the journey does not allow for immediate gratification always. So we have to develop tools to help us through this, to help us when we want to be bratty little kids. We have to find ways to get over our bratty syndrome or our defense mechanisms to be more developed, emotionally intelligent. That's a word I don't use on here, but and mature emotionally. So the journey doesn't have time for us for immediate gratification. The journey is going to allow us to go through some things, to work out some things in us. Okay, because like I said before, if you don't get it right, you're going to find yourself in the same position. You're going to find yourself dating the same people, dating the same way, having the same experience. And as we evolve, that's not what we want. So we have to spend some time with ourselves and evaluate why we are the way we are. Why, for me, why is it so important that why can't I have patience? Why are many things a sprint and not a marathon? Why do I need immediate gratification? Why does it frustrate me so much when I don't feel like I have exactly what I want? So understanding that the journey is just that, it is a journey, and we have to work things out. We have to do therapy. We have to have some discussions. We have to sit with ourselves. We have to meditate. Even, sometimes my meditation is not the best, but we have to do what we have to do to draw ourselves in. I recall Whitley on A Different World mentioning relax, relate, release. And sometimes we just need to relax and identify what's going on around us, the feelings that we're having, and then try and let it go so we can get to the next level, so we can get a better understanding, even so we can get to a place where we can communicate effectively. Because sometimes in our angry communication, we are not as direct or succinct as we want to be. So we need to find a way to bring some peace, to realize that the journey will not always provide us with immediate gratification, but it will allow us to some time to see who we are, why we behave the way we do. Figure out, is this healthy? Does this lead us down the right road, or is it sending me somewhere I don't want to go? This is something that I'm working through. Everything we talk about every week are things that I'm learning about myself, things that I'm trying to develop to be a better person, a better human, and hope. I know that I'm not alone. I know we all do. If we're trying to do the work, if we're trying to evolve, these things come up, and they rear their ugly heads, and it can be very frustrating. But I want to say, stay the course. It is a journey. It is, Rome wasn't built in a day. Neither will we be fully healed and evolved in a day. One thing I ran across this week it was about healing, and it showed a glass, and the glass was under like a faucet, and there was water running, and the glass seemed to be full, but it kept draining out. Some was leaking, and it resonated with me because that's part of the healing journey, where you think you're doing well and you think you're on your way, and your foundation is set. You realize that it's a constant pursuit, and sometimes it gets a little messy, sometimes it gets a little overwhelming, but stay the course and be compassionate and loving with yourself, and understand that it is a process. And so, though it may have holes in it, and that maybe there's some things that we know, but we're having trouble like executing, stay the course, stay on it. That happens to me all the time. Like I talked to you about reassurance and reassuring yourself, and I have to reassure myself perpetually. And maybe that's the way my life is going to be, you know. So maybe that's something I have to accept. That's the way I'm built, and that's something, a tool that I'm going to constantly be using. But don't be discouraged. Healing doesn't happen overnight. Stay the course. We're going to get there. We're going to get there together. Um, don't be discouraged. And I'm encouraging you as I encourage myself. I pray this hits you. I hope it helps you. And I will see you on the next Lovin Sheila. Thank you for watching.